Welcome back to my workshop. Now today I've got a bit of a problem which I hope I can solve. Now I've got a Parkside battery here which is part of the X20V range. It's brand new. I literally took it out of the box yesterday, but when I go to charge it, it does this. Right, so what I've got here is a genuine X20V Parkside charger. Here's my battery. As I say, I only got it out of the box yesterday, but I did buy it a little while ago, which means I've lost the receipt. So actually claiming on any sort of warranty or whatever is probably not going to happen. Anyway, what happens is when I go to charge it, I plug it in and it shows here that the red and the green lights are both flashing. Now, if we look in the instructions here, green and red lights flashing, battery pack defective, which is not very good because this is the first time I used it. Now, I think what's happened is because when I got this out of the box yesterday, I plugged it straight into my fan. Okay, so this fan, which I've only just got, but I left it running overnight. Okay, which means it completely discharged. So what I'm going to have to do is try and jump start this battery so then it starts to accept a charge. In theory, what it should do, if I get a good battery, when I plug it in, it should either show it's charging or it's fully charged. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this battery, which we know is good, to jump start this battery, which we know is in theory defective. And all we need is a bit of wire and a couple of terminals. Right, so just to be as clear as possible, because obviously don't try and do this sort of stuff if you're not confident. I've never jump started a power tool battery before, but the theory is fairly simple. It's the same way as if you're jump starting someone else's car. Now obviously when you jump starting a car, you're just trying to get a little bit of extra charge in it just so you can start the vehicle. But with this case, what we want to do is try and wake up the battery. Okay, and it's fairly simple. In theory, if we've got one battery there, one battery there, we've got a positive terminal and a negative terminal, a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Okay, and you can see that on the battery. Let me show you. Okay, if you look on the battery here, you can see a positive terminal here and a negative terminal here. Okay, don't get this mixed up because that's not very good. And all we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of wire from the positive terminal on one battery. Okay, so this is the good battery. And this is the bad battery. Okay, we're going to try and jump start this one. So a wire from the positive terminal to the positive terminal, a wire from the negative terminal to the negative terminal. Okay, that's all we're going to try and do. This pen doesn't work. Right, let's get a bit of wire. Right, so what we're going to need for this is just a piece of wire. Don't use too thin a wire, okay, because you might end up running into trouble. We'll probably take about, I don't know, 30 centimeters of wire here, so about a foot of wire. Want two of those. Okay, I'm going to use the same colour. It doesn't really matter, but as long as you don't get them mixed up. And then what I need to do is probably put something a bit more substantial on the end of these. You could just bare back the wire and then shove it in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some terminals on the end, and for that I'm going to just use this little kit here, which is ironically is a work zone, so that's an Aldi special, and I'm just going to use a couple of terminals, like, let's find some decent one. Yeah, a couple of spade terminals like this one, okay, just so I can insert those into the battery. So let's make those leads. Right, so I've got my two leads here. Now it's worth making these leads properly rather than just trying to shove the wires in, because that's not very good. Okay, so it's worth, for the 2 minutes it takes to make these, why not? Right, we've got a good battery and we've got our bad battery. Okay, and all we're doing is literally insert this terminal in there. Okay, so that's on the positive, and we connect it to the positive on the good battery. this one in the negative, and then all we do is connect it to the negative here. All right, there's no sparks, there's no nastiness going on. Okay, so we got positive to positive and negative to negative. If you can use different colored wires, it just makes things a bit clearer, but I've monitored this so I can see it. Now all I'm going to do is leave that for about half an hour. It's now, oh dear, it's already getting late. Right, I'll leave that for about half an hour and then I'll plug this back in and see if it works. Right, at this point, while we leave those to jump start each other for about half an hour, I just want to reiterate, if you're not confident in doing this, then don't do it. If you've got any doubts, don't do it. These can possibly cause an electrical fire. There could be some issues if the battery is that defective. I suspect that this is just because I completely discharged it on its very first use. Okay, so if you're in any doubts, don't do it. This can be dangerous, but I'm quite confident. Don't leave them unattended while you're doing this. Just keep them where you can see them and go over and check them every now and again just to make sure they're not getting hot. Okay, I'll leave that for half an hour, then I'll try and charge it. Right, so I've left this now for probably 3/4 of an hour to try and jump start it. Now what I've got to do is disconnect this, and then put this battery, which was the bad battery, on the charger, and let's hope, fingers crossed, that it actually starts charging. Okay, so we'll take this off, okay, put this on the charge. Oh, look at that. So now it's just a red light, which means it's charging. Excellent. Right, I'm going to leave that now and see if it fully charges. Oh, this looks like a result. All right, so this has been charging for about half an hour now. We're fully charged. It's green. Let's give that a quick go. All right, still fully charged. Let's take that out, put it in something. Let's try our new fan. Plug that in. Excellent. Works a treat. Right, I think that'll do. Right, I think that's just about it. That was just to prove that you can recover a battery even if it says that it's a defective battery. Sometimes you can jump start them. Obviously, I jump started this on another known good Parkside X20V battery, but there's nothing in theory that would have stopped me from actually using something like this, which is a standing Fatmax battery. It was just to get the polarity working. That worked a treat. So now I've got 2 good batteries again and I can carry on as normal. Right, hope you learned something from that. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. And then a wire from the negative terminal with the pen that doesn't work